Hello one and all, it's Nerdcraft here, bringing you Game 6 out of this Best of 7 series here, spawning on the, southern position of Terminus RE is going to be our red Protoss player, WhiteRa, and his opponent spawning on the northern position. Our blue Zerg player here from Team Liquid is going to be none other than TLO on his Zerg account, Game of Drones, which is a joke from Liquid Wretch, because he makes a lot of drones. Usually about half his supply is drones. I've actually noticed that about the TLO players. They seem to make a lot of drones. More drones than usual. And they like roaches too. The TLO Zerg players, which is almost all of them, minus Hero and Jinro. Yeah. Well, Zenio's kind of different. Zenio doesn't really use roaches as much, which I'm kind of curious as to when TLO is going to, when Liquid is going to start announcing like different races as their new players. Of course, they don't steal players, or not necessarily steal, but they don't like buy out their players like, what do you call it? Like EG, or yeah, EG is the major one I can only think of because they're the ones with a lot of money in the community. And we can see that the Forge, there is going to be a Forge Fast expansion. What's really nice about this, Terminus RE, is that it is a really small, really small, what do you call these things? Choke point right there. The Forge is going to be coming up first. And the probe going to come in and see, aha, there you are, and you are doing a 15 hatch, which of course would be really crazy to see a 15 hatch, or to see anything but a 15 hatch on Terminus, I think. So, yeah, in the last couple games, TLO has been going 15 hatches, which is something you usually don't see as commonly used in the PvZ matchup. Now, Spawning Pool is also going to be coming up at the 15-minute mark. Two Lings trying to chase down this probe, but of course, you know, it's so annoying. Do they have legs or not? I wonder. No, they don't have legs. Interesting. How do they work? I always thought they were like cephalopods. I think that's what they were called. They were like one of those like ancient species that we evolved from in all eventuality, and they look a lot like drones, but they also have legs, so I'm not sure, like, I don't think they have, no they don't, they kind of like fly. They use their little side things and flap around. They hover, they fly, they're like mutalisks, really stupid mutalisks. Looks like all the cannons are going to be destroyed here, or cancelled actually by WhiteRa. The pylon, oh actually a lot of pylons going in, going to complete the wall off for this cannon. That cannon is going to go down. That does not cancel, but there's not enough surface area for this cannon. Oh, is there going to be enough of this pro trying to take out as much as he can? Looks like this cannon is going to finish. It is going to finish, and it's going to be taking out a lot of drones there. But, you know, TLO holding fast to the wanting of this photon cannon. 4 kills, 5 kills. And 5 kills this early in the game, that's not good there. Of course, he also has to clean up these pylons as well. So that still raises the threat. If another probe comes in, he could easily put like put a cannon there and then a pylon right there, and you know, again, it's walled off. Of course, we see that that WhiteRa getting his next a little later just because of the amount of minerals he put into cannons in there, trying to deny that expansion. You know, he did take out 5. He did take out 5 drones, which is 5 times 50, that's 250 minerals. 450, you get 75 back. He had a lot. He had about 75 times 6. 25 times 6, actually. That would be 125, roughly 250 minerals lost in that. Well, you also have to take into account these, so like actually 550 minerals lost in that entire, well, okay, I'm going to try stop doing the mental math because he also lost like 3 cannons, which was 150. So I'm going to stop with that. No, they're 100. Are they 100? They are 100. Yeah, they are 100. Are they? Man, they are 150. I am freaking good. Ling's going to come in, just going to try and clean up these pylons so make the mining more efficient. It's kind of funny that he actually blocked this mineral patch there, so if anything tries to mine from there, it's going to have a very long path. You can see there is one drone doing that. And these pylons are all going to go down. Hopefully this is not supply blocked. WhiteRa, looks like it's not going to. I mean, he has 52 supply available. And hatchery, the third hatchery coming up around the 6.5 minute mark is usually commonly seen. Now what's really different is in one game, in ESV Call Kingdom. Plug your ears, people who haven't seen the rest of the series. because this is going to be some spoiler warnings, and if you are watching this video and you haven't seen the others, stop and go back. But anyway, he did do a roughly a 5-minute third to try and counteract the fact that there was a second hatchery, but that was on Shakuras actually, and usually it's around the 6.5-minute mark to the 7-minute mark for the third hatch, but 5 minutes is kind of like really risky because hey, you know, that leaves you very vulnerable. You're sacrificing a lot of unit production into that for it, and we can see that in the bases, you know, not much going down. The robotics facility is coming up, and there is only gateway, so it's kind of like, it kind of feels like a Terran play, like a one barracks into factory into starport. Oh man, watch him get a Stargate. It's like the 1-1-1 of Protoss. I actually saw, I can't remember who it was, but a guy was being 1-1-1 by Puma, and he was oh, it was Hero. That's right. Hero was being 1-1-1 by Puma. I think this was the NASL finals, and so what did and Hero scouted it. So like, what does he do? He makes his own 1-1-1 in the he makes his own 1-1-1 Protoss version. He gets about a lot of Phoenix so that the stalkers aren't focusing the Banshees down and things like that, as well as an observer. So it's actually kind of funny. I remember just seeing a lot of huge things on the Twitter feed about now I know how to counter 1-1-1. As a Protoss player, I now know how to counter 1-1-1, and I just 1-1-1. It's kind of a funny thing, I thought. But as you see, the Roach Warren just about to finish up here from TLO. God, I'm so like ADHD today. I feel so distracted. You want to know why I feel distracted? Because right now, I am downloading the MLG Winter Arena Replay Pack. Yes! So, man, that was like the Captain Falcon. Yes! And I'm going to have so much awesome games to cast. You guys are going to have a ton of content coming out. Of course, the last couple of weeks I've been having some really lackluster content come out, and very few content at that, just because I was kind of like sick, and I was sick and my throat wasn't working as well. My throat was a little raspy because of the cold that I had, and plus I was really busy with studying and stuff like that. We see that this Overseer is going to come in, going to get the full scout. Oh, Changeling just like died or something like that. I hate when that happens. There it is. When you're just sitting in there like, okay, he knows nothing about my army composition. I got a lot of Marines. I even have a lot of Marauders with my tanks too to counter out those roaches, and also right in the middle of your army, you're like, oh crap. So you start like building. Then you just like, you follow that up with a two starport Banshee, because you know he's going to be able to counter it. You know he's going to be able to counter your composition. Of course, probes everywhere putting pylons down. That one was seen, and it was going to be canceled right away because the Overlord saw it. Going to probably bring it back over here or something like that. That's what I've noticed WhiteRa really loves about this map. He puts pylons everywhere on this map. Of course, a good Protoss player is always constantly putting things everywhere, and always constantly putting pylons everywhere on the map. But for WhiteRa, it seems to be more than usual. Of course, this probe, he's going to go down in a fifth hatchery coming up here, and it is going to be seen by WhiteRa. So he's like, oh, I see what you're doing there, so I think I'll just cannon it. Of course, not being seen, I don't even think that TLO noticed the fact that there was a probe right next to his, dang, that thing was cut in half. Right next to his hatchery. Force field going down, but there's going to be a really nice surround on all these stalkers by the Lynx. More and more force fields going down. The Sentry is still alive, and it's got virtually full health, or full energy, so it's going to be able to put down a lot of force fields. The Roach is coming in, going to be able to clean up the rest of this force by the looks of it. Pylon is going down, but it's going to be either canceled or destroyed right away. Canceled it is. Blink is about a third from finishing, and more Zealots coming in, going to try and clean up, going to try and counteract these Roaches. But you know, Roaches, since they got glial reconstitution up, he's going to be able to really easy. Whoa, that was epic. He's going to be able to easily kite those Zealots. And Infestors coming up here for TLO. This is actually the first time in the entire series that Infestors are being made. It's a single Infestor. Darkshine coming up for WhiteRa as well. You can see this Overseer is actually just getting nice little scouts there. He's not even being stopped. This hatchery is about to finish up, and this hatchery being well cannoned and proxied right there. So WhiteRa's just like, no, this is going to be my base, not yours. So we can see that 2 drones are actually being made. Does TLO even know that this base is going down? Because he's just making drones out of it. Level 3 weapons for the Protoss player already coming up. And now the wings are going to come in. They see there's some cannons back there. And the hatchery does go down. I'm going to try and get the surround on the cannons, but there's not enough surface area there to do as much damage. Of course, the roach is going to come in and going to be able to clean up everything from there. Actually, I was wrong. There was plenty of surface damage for the rest of the cannons. Oh, man, that was a lot of wings that actually died there. And the observer in there. Where are the DTs? Oh, the DTs aren't even done yet. Zealots in this war prism here are going to drop everywhere. It's going to make it really pain for TLO. A real pain for TLO to go everywhere. Now that overseer does go down in the most graphic of ways. When you get shot, usually your eyes don't bulge out and explode. Usually it's just a hole that goes through you. Of course, these are phase disruptors that they're using, or particle disruptors. So maybe it could do something funny like that. Contaminate going down on that forge, really nice. So I mean, that's kind of disgusting that like when an overseer dies, you just like eyes bulge out and then he explodes from within. It's like ugh, that's disgusting. Oh, suppose when Marines actually kill them, they do the same thing. Now the Greater Spire is just about to finish. We already have 8 Corruptors on the way, so he's going to go straight into Broodlord production around the 15-minute mark. That's not early and it's not late for Broodlord production. Of course, that's the beauty about Broodlords. I mean, is that they aren't necessarily oh god, what do you call those things? They aren't necessarily late. They're like almost never late. And we can see that this DT going to be able to take out that queen. The infestors come in. There is a spore caller right there, and he knows it. He's going to try and avoid that spore caller. No spore callers in the natural, so he's going to be able to take out a lot of do a lot of drone kills. And that warp prism, by the looks of it, was destroyed by that infestor. And now this DT is going to start racking up some kills. He's on 9, 10. Okay, he's not going to have 11. He's at 55 damage because he's at level 2, and there's the fungal going off on him. He's going to be revealed. Now we see that there's also an engagement here with roaches and mortals and stalkers. These roaches kind of watching like, hey, how you doing, guys, over there? And then they're blinking like, oh crap, come on, man, I didn't do anything. 7 Broodlords being morphed right now. Another hatchery being established right here. It looks like the drop came in and took it out. And now we have some forward aggression. Oh, come on. Some forward aggression here coming out from WhiteRa. He's going to see that, oh, there are going to be Broodlords, and the fungal growth doing great damage to those stalkers, but the immortals sitting in the back going to be able to eat away at these heavy amount of roaches. But the problem is that there's no more anti-air. Great force fields there going down for WhiteRa. Going to be able to save the majority of his army. 8 stalkers just got done, finished warping in. We can see that there's even more stuff coming in. Blink stalkers moving forward, and now that it's just roaches, the Broodlords are behind the roaches. Just the roaches and infestors, like these immortals are going to be able to just eat away at those roach numbers. They're just kind of keep going back because they want to make sure that the Broodlords do not have time to stop and attack the army. But now the Broodlords are going to come in. They're getting in range very close. Fungal growth going down, not going to be able to move this army away. This army is just being eaten away really easily. Single warp prism coming up. There's no warping cycle coming up for WhiteRa right now, and it's going to come in pretty soon. I think he needs a DT or so, but actually he does have an overseer over there. If he could try and blink in and focus down the DT, I mean that overseer, DTs will do a really great job right now. Single Colossus coming up, not warping in everything. Of course, that Colossus is not going to be able to see the light of day ever. 7 DTs being warped in. Of course, that overseer is still in there. He's going to need to warp in and take out. He's going to need to be able to blink underneath those overseers and take them out. Where are the DTs at? Oh, there they are. He's going to want to go for a base race scenario right here by bringing the stalkers in. I still do not know where these DTs are at all. There's plenty of DTs on the map, though. Or are there? Yes, there's 2 actually that were seen. And now the DT's hacking away at these infestors. He's trying to focus down the infestors because he knows that's what he needs to take out. Infestitarian coming forward. These infestors actually do not have any energy for fungal growth. And there's the GG from WhiteRa. Looks like TLO is going to take this series 4-2. And man, what a crazy series right there. Oh, I hadn't cast in forever, so forgive me if my casting isn't that great. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this series. Oh, wow. Yeah. Smiley face. Oh, QQ. That's funny. I'm like, why does that not look familiar? Why does that look weird to me? So GG, well played. Great series there coming out from WhiteRa and TLO. They just kind of do that on their streams every now and then. Just have a little fun. I'm going to have some MLG Winter Arena series coming up for you pretty quickly. Actually, probably today, best case scenario. And if you enjoyed the series as much as I enjoyed casting it, please check out my channel It is Nerdcraft FTW on YouTube. Of course, you're probably watching it from there. Please subscribe to my channel. You know, it just keeps me going. I'm also kind of using this as a way to support myself for college. So, like, that's the best case scenario. I'll be able to support myself for college out of that. And you can follow me on Twitter at nerd_craft. That just gives you information about when I'm going to be casting, what I'm going to be casting. What else is there? When I go live on my live stream account, which is n_craft at Twitch TV. So yeah, again, please subscribe. Feel free to follow me on Twitter if you so desire to. And again, my name is Nerdcraft. I hope you guys enjoyed the series as much as I enjoyed casting it. That's it. I am out.